1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another FPL live stream. I never really say that, do I? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another live stream. It's the Game Week 22 knee-jerk reaction. Yes, it's Game Week 22, even though it's 2 weeks away and we've still got one game of Game Week 21 to go, but that is the way it is. Man United just lost, annoyingly. Also, I really should have changed the ticker because I've just realised I've still got I would start Ward over Kepa in there. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Apologies if you did that. Life sucks sometimes, you know. Let me change that. Boom. There we go. You start a Ward over. Look, it sucks. Like, for me, it's just one of those things where, like, that wasn't an 8-point bad decision, you know. Did Ward even get 8 points? Did he finish on 2 or did he finish on 1? I haven't even checked. It happens, all right? It happens. It sucks. I mean, trust me, I've done Kepa to Edison. I hate Kepa just as much as you do. But anyway, how are we all doing? How is the week going? Some of you must be on pretty big scores, I would say, because you haven't got Salah. So that's good. By the way, yeah, I see a few people discussing on the timeline about Odegaard's assist. I'm not sure he touched it. I went back and looked at it, but I don't think they'll take it away. I don't think they've even said they're reviewing it, have they? I'm not quite sure Odegaard actually touched the ball for that last assist, but they're not reviewing it, so you should be good. Anyway, who gets all the bonus points? I assume I'm assuming Nketiah is top. Nketiah is top. Then it's Saka. Then it's Martinez. Haaland repaid the faith with another hat-trick. Honestly, my budget picks Sean, Kepa, Mitoma, and Nketiah, Estupinian. Yeah, very nice. I liked Estupinian. I mentioned him last week. I'm not doing that thing where I pretend that I'm the only one that ever spoke about him. But he was on the watch list, I think, right? Your deadline... Oh, yeah, your deadline thing. Hang on. There we go. This is what happens when you try and get the stream up early. By the way, for anyone that's going to watch later on and is like, why didn't you start at 8? I just thought I'd go a little bit earlier today. But there we go. That is why. Deadline box is fixed. 77 with Kane and Mitrovic to go. Very nice. I'm on 75 with only Mitrovic to go. I am on a green arrow. I wasn't expecting one. After yesterday, Salah blanked, Kepa 10-pointer. Newcastle double clean sheet came in. Ake was benched. Came on at half-time. Oh, my God. Like, Ake. Are you still trusting Salah? Look, you're all going to hate to know that I'm probably going to have a Salah for Game Week 22 because there will just be other things to do instead. I was saying this in... I don't want to spend the whole stream talking about Salah, but I was saying this in the members Discord channel, that Salah's been rubbish, right? We can all agree that Salah has been absolutely awful, and yet he's still outscored De Bruyne since the World Cup, and Man City have had a double game week in that time, and Salah has still outscored De Bruyne. And don't get me wrong, I know those two are not the only players to consider, but my point is, Salah just has to do something. Just something, anything at the moment, and he'll be an okay option to have. I don't even need miracles. I don't need hat-tricks. I just need something, and it'd be perfectly okay to keep him. But they were rubbish against Chelsea. Rubbish again. I think missing Darwin Núñez for most of the game didn't help, but yeah, not good. It's not. I don't really want to talk about Salah for the next hour. It's not a stubborn thing, but like if you look at my team for next week, you tell me, who am I selling Salah for next week? Who am I selling him for? And I know I've said this at multiple times this season, and obviously last week I went for Ederson instead of... in the double for Man City I went for Ederson instead of De Bruyne. That was a mistake, but it's done now. I can't go back and change it, you know? Núñez wouldn't have made it worse. I can't get De Bruyne, I've got triple Man City. And you telling me I should use 2 transfers to do Salah to De Bruyne for Spurs away when De Bruyne has been outscored by Salah since the World Cup? Yeah, Kane's an option for sure. I could do Salah to Matoma, Greenwood to Kane. That is an option. But it's a double game week next week. I might want to get a Leeds player in instead. Yeah, Rodrigo, possibly. Here's what I'll say. I'm not going to... like this this is not a good thing to say when we're not 10 minutes live, but we're a few minutes into the stream. It's probably not the right thing to say, but this stream is ultimately going to be pointless because... all my transfer decisions will be based on what happens in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. So if Salah doesn't get a double game week, or it doesn't look likely he's going to get a double, I may well transfer him out. But if Ben Crellin turns around and says, good chance Liverpool get a double in 25, 26, whenever it is, there's no way I'm going to sell him. So we'll have to wait and see. Salah and Ake to De Bruyne in a second United defender. I've already got triple Man United. I've got triple City as well, so I can't just do Salah to De Bruyne. Is Anthony just a pound shop Leon Bailey? Maybe. Gnonto didn't get points but looked good today. Yeah, I like Gnonto, but I can only get Gnonto for Greenwood by downgrading someone else, which should probably be Ake to Estepinian, which could be an option. The thing is, right, people keep saying stuff like this. You're defending Salah, you're hyping him up. I'm literally not. Can you tell me, honestly, apart from maybe Game Week 17 unlimited transfers, when did I last say to buy Salah? I haven't said that for a long time. Last week I said to you, if you want to sell him, just sell him. Take a hit. I don't care. Sell him. I'm just keeping him for my team. You don't have to do the same thing. I'm not hyping him up. I'm not telling you to buy him. If anything, take a hit. Take a minus 20 and get rid of Salah and redistribute the funds. I do not care. But for my team, I'm probably going to keep him this week. Probably. Not definitely. I'm a bit worried the Leeds attackers and minutes possible blank in 25. Yes, they could blank, but we'll know by Game Week 22 deadline. There isn't a single Leeds player I want after the double game week. Yeah, that's. I'm not 100% sure about bringing Gnonto in, to be honest. I feel like there's maybe better ways to use my transfers. So another thing I could do is Ake to any other defender, and then Fernandes to Mahrez in Game Week 23, because he started 3 times in a row. The video title says KNEEJERK Game Week 22. Yeah, that's right. If it says 21 in the... No, it says 22 in the thumbnail, right? Unless I've got the wrong thumbnail up. Let me have a look. Yeah, it says 22 in the thumbnail as well. It says 22 everywhere. Yeah, it's 22. Am I going to see the doctor for having a Salah addiction? Maybe. Evan Ferguson, yeah. But this is the thing. This is why I keep saying this stream's like kind of pointless. Yeah, Evan Ferguson could be a great option, but what if Brighton blank in Game Week 25? And also, he didn't start the last game. That's worth saying. Start Kepa Fulham at home or Sanchez Bournemouth at home. I don't think I'm allowed to answer these questions about Kepa, to be honest, after last week. I mean, my gut reaction is to start Kepa again. especially if James and stuff is back. But honestly, surely Sanchez against Bournemouth is better. Brighton very, very good. Bournemouth rubbish. At least Fulham have got Andreas and Mitrovic, right? Is it time to get rid of the fraud Martinelli? Not just that he blanks again, he just looks like the worst option from Arsenal. Yeah, I thought he looked all right today. I think Martinelli is one of those players that's probably not worth using a transfer on, to be honest, unless you're got that luxury. I think it's okay to transfer him out. Like if you wanted to do Martinelli to Saka or Martinelli to Odegaard, I think those moves would be okay. But depending on how the results fall in the cup, I won't be going out of my way to sell Martinelli. What happened in the game today, though, is exactly what I thought would happen. His biggest... Trossard's not his best position necessarily, but the position he's going to play the most is on the left. And his first appearance was as a sub for Martinelli. So Trossard is going to reduce Martinelli's minutes a bit, even if it's not starting instead of him. My only worry is... what happens when there's fixture congestion, i.e. a double game week? Could Trossard start one of the games instead of Martinelli? I just think at this point they've got to top of the league. They're doing really well, and that has all been because of a forward, Jesus or Nketiah, and then Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka. I just don't see Arteta changing it anytime soon, so I'm definitely not panicking. Can Trippier play the next game because of yellow cards? Yes. So your team, to get past the yellow card thing, your team has to have played 19 games. So that was Newcastle's 20th game. So it doesn't matter. He can get up to 10 now before he's suspended. Also, because Saka didn't get a yellow card today, he will also be able to play. Basically, all teams in the Premier League have now played at least 19 games or more. So the threshold is now 10 yellow cards for any player. So anyone that's not already been suspended or is serving the suspension this week is fine for at least another 5 yellow cards. Martinelli to Odegaard or Saka is very sideways. I agree. Like, I think this week we've seen like a couple of perfect examples. Right? Look at all the Haaland talk. Okay, Haaland's out of form. Do Man City play better without Haaland? You're an idiot for using your triple captain on Haaland. Bang, scores a hat trick. Right? Good players will continue to get points, and I feel like I'm not saying that any player, let alone Martinelli, is as good as Haaland, because obviously they're not. But Martinelli is still a quality player. Yes, he's blanked, right, for 3 or 4 games in a row. Probably. Has he even got anything since the restart? Maybe not. Let's have a look. To be fair, he got 1 goal. Yeah, to be fair, he got 1 goal against West Ham and a goal and assist against Brighton. So he's blanked 3 games in a row. I mean, I don't think that's worth panicking about, especially when you've got Everton away next, and Everton are awful. So I think you just hold Martinelli. Honestly, I also how many times am I going to say this in this stream? I think the way the fixtures end up falling because of the FA Cup, that will probably alter your plans completely. And I don't think using one of them on Martinelli is going to be worth it. Because what you've got to remember, for those of you that aren't already tripled up on Man United, that are thinking about bringing in Fernandes or Martial if he's fit, etc., you've also probably got to use a transfer to get rid of them. And obviously we're getting closer and closer to game week 25. So you've got, unless you've rolled a transfer, which a lot of people did, I guess, you've got 2 transfers this week, 1 in 23, 1 24, 1 in 25. So you've got 4 transfers before game week 25. If you, is that right? 22, 23, 24, 25. No, you've got 5 transfers if you rolled into game week 22. But if you're going to bring in Fernandes then get rid of him, that's already 2 of your transfers gone. So do you also have the luxury to do Martinelli to Odegaard or Saka? Probably not. Probably not. You don't have to, I'm not saying you have to bring in Fernandes, but I'm just giving you a bit of an example. Ake, keep or sell. So like any other FPL manager, my initial reaction, I was already thinking about selling him, so it wasn't completely knee-jerk, but my initial reaction was, right, got to sell Ake, and I'm just not going to get another Man City defender. I'm just done with the headache. But realistically, I can bench Ake this week. He is definitely benchable. My bench is rubbish, but I could bench him. And then, at least in game week 23, he's going to play one of the fixtures. My main worry is that what if he doesn't play Villa and he plays against Arsenal instead? That's not great. And also, as much as I hate Man City players in FPL sometimes because of the headache, do I really want to go into that Man City double with only 2 players? Probably not. So whether or not you should keep or sell him depends on your own transfer strategy and stuff. But my reaction right now, knee-jerk reaction, is I'm going to sell Ake at some point to a different defender, and I'm going to get Mahrez or De Bruyne in. So I can't quite afford Fernandes to De Bruyne, annoyingly. And I don't think I'm going to be able to without doing something I don't want to do. So I'll probably have to do Salah to De Bruyne, which I'm okay with doing, but I probably would want Salah back if he shows any kind of, I don't know, having a shot or something. Or I might just do Fernandes to Mahrez. But I think before I've got to worry about that, I probably wouldn't bring Mahrez in until game week 23 now. So I probably get to see, let me see, how many... So we started 3 games in a row. You got FA Cup against Arsenal. Does he start that? Does he start the Spurs game? If Mahrez starts both of them, then I'd be pretty tempted to get him for the double, I think. So I'll see. I'm always going to be suckered in by Man City players for double game weeks. And I think we just to kind of answer a question, I don't know if it's come up in the chat because obviously there's loads of questions coming in about Man City defenders in general. I don't think it's worth continuing to use transfers, changing them. I think if you've got Cancelo or Foden, they've probably just got to go at this point. But as I tweeted out earlier, no Man City defender has started every single league game since the restart. So Akanji did play 45 minutes against Chelsea, but he was on the bench. He came on at half-time. So he's not started a game. Stones missed one, although he was injured. So I do think Stones is probably the best option. But they've got so many options. So Cancelo, Ake, Laporte can all play left-back. Lewis, Cancelo, Stones, Akanji... No, who have said? Lewis, Cancelo, Walker, Stones, Akanji can all play right-back. And then you've got Laporte, Ake, Diaz, Stones, Akanji. Have I missed anyone? Ake, Laporte, left-footers. Diaz, Akanji, Stones. I think that's it. 5 centre-backs for 2 spots. I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest, unless you're going to go for Ederson, and let's not get into that right now. I think you just either hold the one you've got, like if it's Ake, Akanji, or someone like that, I think or Stones, you hold the one you've got, and then hope for the best, or you just sell him and ignore him. I'm not going to, unless there's an injury or 2 or 3. I'm not going to sell Ake to another Man City defender, I don't think. If I sell him, he's just gone to someone else that I know will play every single week, or at least has got a much better chance. You're a Liverpool fan, trust you. You've got rid of Salah. I don't think I'll be touching him again before next season. Yeah, fair enough. I'm telling you now, though, Liverpool get a double game week. Watch everyone change their tune. They will be thinking about it. I'm not saying he'll be essential, but if people have got De Bruyne and Salah gets a double, guess who's going to be coming back in pretty quick? It'll be Salah. Trust me. And I know everyone will tell me right now, Salah's done, Salah's rubbish, etc., etc. Double game weeks changes everyone's opinion. But like I said, it would be nice if he could, I don't know, just have a couple of shots in the box or something and actually do something. I agree Liverpool are rubbish. I agree. I'm not, again, I'm not telling you to buy Salah right now. Don't buy him and sell him if you want. I'm just saying that I'm probably not going to use a transfer on him this week, probably. Salah to De Bruyne maybe, but I'm not going to do that in game week 22. Yeah, Ben White yellow card was quite funny because we spent all that time thinking about... I mean, I didn't really spend much time. I was always going to play White over Shaw. But in the end, they both got 0 points, so it didn't really matter whatsoever. Ward did get 1 point. I forgot that I've got him on my bench. So yeah, it was a 9... No, sorry, Kepa only got 9 points, not 10, didn't he? So... Yeah, it was an 8-point mistake, but I think it's harsh. It's harsh. I don't know. Maybe just people realise Liverpool are awful, which they are. But the thing is, I agree that Liverpool are pretty bad, are just pretty bad right now. But I wonder how much money people have actually put on Liverpool not scoring a single goal against Chelsea. I don't think people would have been that confident. Ward over Ederson next week? Nah, I'll play Ederson because again, I think they both concede, and ultimately Man City are the best defence in the league. So if they're going to get a clean sheet, there's a chance. Salah gets an assist with a 2-yard pass. Yeah, I'm keeping him for another week. 6 weeks. I mean, it depends. It depends, what the situation is with. It depends what the situation is with fixtures and everything. I'm not against getting... the thing for me is Salah is not even that scary to get rid of because, one, he and Liverpool are not playing well, but no one's captaining him anyway. So it's not like I'm afraid of him going mad. It's not like selling Haaland or something like that, but it's got to work for my transfers. Last week I rolled. The week before I got... See, the week before I didn't get Salah in for De Bruyne for a hit. So that actually worked out. I know it hasn't worked out this week, but that actually worked out. So last week it was a good decision not to get rid of Salah. Instead I got Fernandes for Mount, which netted me plus 17 points. Obviously the hit didn't work out, right? We all know that. I didn't need to get Ederson in, etc. But I don't know. I just feel like when someone else looks at your team, they're not thinking about the whole picture, which is why I just don't really care that people keep telling me to get rid of Salah, to be honest. And why I just continue to ignore it. Like, Salah's been rubbish. And if you take into account the 4-point hit, Salah's got 9 points over the last 2 game weeks, and De Bruyne's got, what, 11? So he's 2 points up. Yes, he's got another double to come, but obviously you can get 3 other Man City players if you want. So that's like, it's not the end of the world that people keep talking about. And obviously De Bruyne owners have been a bit unlucky that he missed one of the games, but from an outcome point of view, hasn't been that bad holding on to him. Anyway, I try and not speak about Salah the whole time. Mudryk, I think it's more Mudryk than Mudryk. Mudryk. I think you got to say it quickly. Mudryk. Yeah, he's fine. He's only 7 million. He looks exciting. I think he's got the speed and the quick feet and stuff to get into position, to get goals, get assists. But ultimately, there's no guarantee he's going to start. And Potter said that he couldn't start him in the last game because he hasn't played since November. Excuse me. Chelsea got a lot of players as well. I wouldn't be looking at him right now. I don't think. Like, for me, even with... Again, a lot of you are on 3-4-3. I've got 3-5-2, and even I find it hard to fit him in. I know what you're all going to say. Just do Salah to Mudryk, right? Yeah, okay, fair enough. But obviously, I can't get rid of Rashford or Fernandes this week. They've got double game weeks. And I can't get rid of Martinelli and Saka because they're just good options. So then it's Salah to Mudryk, and I don't even know if he's going to start. So it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Yeah, I completely get why people want to get rid of Martinelli, but you won't see me doing it. I don't think not soon anyway. Not soon. Yeah, maybe if Chelsea get a double, we could look at it. The problem is, by the time that happens, do you know what I mean? João Felix is going to be available. Like, Sterling could be back from injury. There's just so many options. So many options at Chelsea. Loz, 78 with Doherty to go. Nice. Although hearing sale rumours. Well, for Doherty. Thinking of a -8 double game week pen in Doherty, Salah, Solanke. I hate it already. Can't get rid of Salah. Doherty, Salah, Solanke, Havertz, Bueno, Odegaard, and Nketiah, Kane. I mean, that looks pretty solid to me. Like, I don't think anyone would say that's a bad -8. Salah to Kane, fine, and then obviously you get at least 2 big upgrades. Bueno obviously has to. I mean, Bueno's not that much worse than Doherty. Let's be honest. So yeah, looks good. Mudryk is their best player. Come on, he will definitely play. I mean, he literally didn't just play in the last game, right? Salah and Andreas to Bruno and Saka. Thoughts? Yeah, great move. Again, caveat. By the way, don't make any transfers now. Do not make early transfers, no matter what the price situation is. If you're going to be priced out, you could maybe think about it. But honestly, you're going to get so much information. I wouldn't even do it. Even if you're going to get priced out, I would not do the move. There's always another way of doing it. You're going to get all the Carabao Cup results and the FA Cup results, and that is going to dictate transfers for Game Week 22. Like, put it this, I'm probably not even going to do that many videos this week, if any, because there's just too many caveats. If he blanks, if they blank, if they play, if they get a double, whereas next week we'll know. Or even if we don't know, we'll have a better idea. So don't make transfers. But on paper, yes, right now, Salah and Andreas to Bruno and Saka sounds pretty good to me. You get a double game week of this week, you get a double game week of next week. Obviously, Andreas is a good option for game week 25, but you shouldn't make bad transfers just because of that. Kaisen, how's it going? Member for 5 months, thank you very much. Thinking of Cancelo, Martinelli, Mitrovic to Estepinian, Bruno Fernandes, and Nketiah on a -4. Yeah, again, don't mind that at all because I think Nketiah is just as good as Martinelli at the moment. Bruno is obviously an upgrade on Mitrovic because of the double. And Cancelo's got to go. So yeah, I quite like that. But again, don't do it right now. We can reassess next week. Andre, thank you very much. Who are Man United and Leeds playing in the FA Cup? Man United are playing Reading, I think. I feel like I should know this. I think it's Reading. Yeah, because Man City have got Arsenal. Yeah, Man United have got Reading at home. And Leeds have got... Is it Cardiff? Am I talking rubbish? Oh, Leeds is to be decided. But I can't remember who... I feel like it's Cardiff and someone. I could be wrong, though. I could be talking absolute rubbish. Can't believe you captained Tony. Ouch. You are hyping Salah up by keeping him and discouraging others from selling by saying to take a minus 20 to 20. I'm not selling for free. Sell him for free. I literally said sell him. I said the same last week. The minus 20 was a joke. If you want to sell him, sell him. You are hyping Salah up by keeping him. I'm not. In fact, you guys are the ones that keep talking to me about Salah. I have to talk about him in my team selection because it's a team selection video. It's about my team. I talk about every player. Okay, they just beat Cardiff. That's why I've got Cardiff on the brain. So who is it? Who is the other two? Anyway. Odegaard assist confirmed. Like, as in they've actually come back out and said something about it. Honestly, the assists this week have been an absolute nightmare. And last week. People are going to make you crazy because Salah... Honestly, I don't really listen to most of it, to be honest. Obviously, we're in a stream, right? People are talking about it. Surely you take Ake out and roll the other transfer and get De Bruyne for double. Yeah, that's another option as well. I got to be honest, when I was thinking about transfers earlier, I was a lot less hyped up about getting Yonto. It all depends... Again, it's going to depend on the results because if Brighton are going to play in 25, then I could just do Ake to Estepinian and roll and just play Estepinian ahead of Ben White, although I don't necessarily want to bench White, but... Or I could even keep Ake and do Patterson to Estepinian. There's loads of ways to do it. Would you do a -4 for Foden to Fernandes and Cancelo to Shaw? I mean, yes, 100%, but wait until closer to game week 22. Bear in mind, by the way, the Man United double has been confirmed, as in we know it's Crystal Palace at home and Leeds at home, but if Man United or Leeds draw in the FA Cup, that double won't be on, in which case you won't want those Man United players. I mean, you might still want them, but you won't want them as much, that's for sure. Like, obviously, part of the appeal for Fernandes right now is because he's got that double. So do not make your transfers just yet. Did you see Haaland overtook Cristiano Ronaldo and level with Salah for all-time Premier League hat-tricks today? That can't be true. Is that true? We'll see next season in FPL, 15 minutes. Well, given how FPL price players, Haaland will probably be 12.5. They'll probably put him up by 500,000, where he should have been this season, by the way. Tomorrow I'm going to enter my short editing video. Hopefully you like it. I'm a pretty good editor. Yeah, I'm going to check them all. One thing I will say for anyone that is thinking about submitting something for that editing thing, it does say in there to put captions in. So some of them don't have captions whatsoever, and they need to have captions. Oh, it's 11.5. Sorry, yeah, he should have. He's probably, maybe it was 12. I said he should have been 12. Yeah, it was 12. 12. Mad. Are you actually on 1,259 points overall? Yeah? Why is that a mistake? That's what Live FPL says anyway. Unless Live FPL's got it wrong, but they don't usually. There will be price rises, yeah. People will be making transfers. There's price rises yesterday. Cancelo went down again, I think. Martinelli went down. Odegaard went up. That was an annoying one, by the way. Martinelli down, Odegaard up, but it is what it is. I mean, we'll have to see how many points Haaland finishes on, but what's he on right now? Some ridiculous amount. So he's on 8.7 points per game. 8.7 points per game. He's on 100. Hang on a second. He's on. I don't think he will go to 14 million. Right? Let's work this out. So City have got 18 more games. Right, so if he plays every single one, which he probably won't play every single one, but let's say he does, that's another 156 points. 156. We'll round that up to 157. So 157 and 166. 157 plus 166. I mean, that would be 333 points if he continues on his current scoring and he plays every single game. I guess there will be double game weeks, won't there, for City? Yeah, he's got another double game week to come, for example. Although that will... Sorry, I'm doing game weeks, aren't I? Yeah, maybe that's not the best way of doing it. Anyway, roughly, yeah. Let's say he gets to 350, they might put him up to 14 million at that point. It's going to take a lot, though. Will he beat Salah's record? He probably will beat Salah's record, but I don't think he's going to beat it by a huge amount. And do you know what that is? That's not because Salah was so amazing compared to Haaland. That is just midfield versus forward scoring in FPL. Like, the Haaland has to be this ridiculous to even get close to it. Although Suarez got very close to it once, 295. Haaland took 19 games to get to 4 hat-tricks. So the next closest is Van Nistelrooy in 61 games. Oh, that's ridiculous. I feel like I've just done my maths really badly, by the way, but we'll see. There was probably a decent number of people who took captaincy off Haaland. Yeah, because people play by form, and there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, depending on how you use it, I guess. But it's not even just FPL. Like, Haaland literally went 2 games in the Premier League without scoring. 2 games in the Premier League, and we suddenly started seeing lots of... do City play better without Haaland? Then he scores against Spurs, could have got another one, and he gets a hat-trick, and he's back. And it was Chelsea and Man United he blanked against, but both away games, I don't think we need to worry too much. He should be at least 50 million or it's too easy to decide to get him. Yeah, but he won't be. FPL want people to play, and they want it to be easy to get all the best players. We saw that with the pricing last season, or this season. Is it worth Man United double up? Can't afford a second forward. I would say probably not, because you're probably going to be lumbered with them for game week 25. It is 2 nice home fixtures. I'm not completely against it, but let's see what happens with the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Could go for Martinez with his height, absolute threat in the box. Nketiah and Mahrez on Martinelli and Mitrovic. Because of the doubles, probably Nketiah and Mahrez, at least in the short term. If double on triple captain, Rashford or Fernandes? Yes, good question. I'm surprised not many people have asked about captaincy, because is there any reason why I couldn't just put it on Fernandes? I mean, Rashford is really playing really well right now, but Fernandes is like guaranteed 90 minutes twice. You assume Rashford's going to play both, because I mean, who else really can play there? But Saturday to Wednesday, Saturday afternoon to Wednesday evening, he probably does play. So my instinct is Rashford, but I don't think Fernandes is necessarily a bad shout. I have to think about that a bit more. Yeah, I put it straight on Rashford as well without really thinking about it. Then I was like, could I go Fernandes? Maybe I could. Yeah, Fernandes definitely more differential. It's an interesting one. Here's a fun one then. Salah's price next year if he doesn't improve, 11.5 million. I think that's a bit low for someone that we know what he can do. I'd say maybe down to 12. But the problem is they've priced Salah wrong many seasons. Like he's only been... This is what a joke the pricing is in FPL. Salah has got over 233 points every single season he's been in the league, and he's only been 13 million once. And like, the pricing's just stupid. And that was after he got the record. So it took him to break the FPL scoring record for them to put him up to 13 million. Then he dropped him straight down to 12.5. I'm on 75 once you take into account bonus points. Okay, let's work out Salah's scoring, right? So Salah's on 5.4 points per match, and he has got another... I think I did work out the Haaland thing right, by the way. So Liverpool got another 19 games. So let's say he plays them all, which is possible because it's Salah. 19. That's another 102 points. If he carries on as he's been, then he'll finish on 205. That would obviously be down. This is the thing about Salah. We're saying that he's been awful, and if he keeps on being this awful, he'll still break the 200-point barrier. And bearing in mind, he hasn't had any penalties yet. Like, it's not going to take much for Salah to turn it around. I'm begging you, Salah. Come on. Yeah, so Salah being awful means he could finish on 205 points. And yes, I get it. He's over 12 million. It's maybe not worth it, but that would still be ridiculous. That would still be ridiculous. I don't know if Fernandes definitely has penalties or not, to be honest. Salah should be 6.5 million. Come on. Now you're just being silly. Jared Bowen was 8.5 million after hitting 200. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a mistake. I removed Salah around 8 weeks ago to diversify my midfield. Diversify. Great use of the word diversify. And you got green arrows. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, I kept Salah. I've gone from 710k to 450k. So, I mean, I'm still up from when we started again. Annoyingly, though, most of that was from the first week. I'm on the second green arrow in a row, though. I'll pick the edit. I'll pick someone sometime this week. God, yes. Son is the one at this rate. Although, let's see how bad Son has been. I guess he's been really even worse than Salah, right? Oh my God, Son has been awful. If Son carries on as he's on 3.8 points per game. 3.8. Spurs have got 18 more games times 3.8. Round up to 69. And he's already on 69. Son would finish on 138 points. Wow. Sanchez fell all the way to 6.5 million after being Salah level for a few years. Salah's not good. Salah could still finish. Like, you're telling me. Oh. Salah's been awful and he could still finish over 200 points. He's not going to suddenly be 6.5 million. Come on. They might put him down to 11.5, but that'll be about it. I did wonder if that was the case. Mark has just said that Odegaard assist was put down as a shot, so it will go down as a block, which is why it's been given, annoyingly. If they thought that was a pass, he probably wouldn't have got the assist, but if it's a shot, it's an assist. Am I planning to get any new Chelsea signings? Not right now, I don't think. What do you think Salah's... Oh, Saka's price. Saka will be 10 million at least, I think. Son has 6 returns. He got 3 in one game. Don't remind me. Because that was the week where I either wildcarded or got Son in, and I did neither. Yeah, when I saw it, I did wonder if it was going to go down as a shot. I wasn't even sure if he touched it, but if he's touched it and he's shot, then yeah. I don't want to keep going through every single player to see how many points they get. Trippier won't go to 7 million, no. I don't think. He might go to like... I mean, he might do. If he smashes 200 points, which is definitely possible. They might have to put him at 7. I saw a tweet come up on my timeline earlier that said that... I can't remember who it is. Trippier's on 7 points per match. That's mental. It's actually mental. And Newcastle got 18 games left. So 18 times... There's no way he's going to keep up 7 points per game. 126... Trippier would finish on 263 points, and that would absolutely smash the defender record. So he would, yeah, if he does that, it'd be on 7 million easy. Absolutely easily. I saw a tweet that said Trippier's going to smash the defender point scoring record, and then he's never going to come close to it ever again. And I thought, yeah, that could well happen. But yeah, the bonus is just insane for Trippier. Like, you get another yellow card, another free bonus. You just cannot stop him. Like, his last few scores, 8, 9, 8, 8, 12, 7, 12, 11. It's mental. The last time he blanked was against... He's only blanked once since game week 6. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Right, people, I think I'm going to leave it there. Few questions I missed. Captain Tony played Ward over Kepa, 49 points. Mackenzie, that sucks. Hopefully next week is better. Would a -8, -12 and a bench boost make sense next game week? Probably not for most people. Transfer Salah for Fernandes or trade Cancelo. You could maybe do both if that's your only route to get Fernandes. Almiron out for Rodrigo, in for a hit, -4 next game week. Maybe, but let's wait till closer to the time. I need to have a proper think about Leeds players, whether it's worth taking hits for them, to be honest. Who's the best Arsenal defender to bring in? Gabriel, for sure. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure, don't make any transfers. Yeah, trust me, you might regret it. You may well regret it if you make transfers. And also remember, Man United might not even get their double if they draw in the FA Cup. So, yeah, let's wait and see. I don't know how many videos and stuff I'm going to do this week because it just feels like there's so many caveats every single time. I don't know if it's worth it. I might just leave it until next week, but we'll see. We'll see what comes up. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Give it a like, hit subscribe, sign up for the newsletter if you want. That'll be going out for Game Week 22. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Goodbye.